welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 36. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Welcome back.
Hey,
We are fresh off of the Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia.
Yeah, Crown Jewel weekend. It was jam-packed because we had Smackdown, then Crown Jewel, then Raw.
Yeah, they got them all.
Yeah, and weird time. So, I mean, we were watching things after they'd aired already because of the time difference. So,
which is really tricky in today's digital age with all the spoilers out there to wreck it all for you. You know,
that's right. We're like avoiding social media all day.
Which is hard because, I mean, if you're anything like us, and I'm sure you are, it's easy to forget. You just pick up your phone and start scrolling, and
especially too when we're content creators. I'm trying to put posts out on our TikTok or Instagram page, and I'm trying to get them out quick while avoiding other people's posts.
Yeah.
Even people we follow, like not watching their stories, which we normally would, because we're like, we don't want to see anything.
And like even certain stories that people put up, they have the picture.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like even if you got through, so I mean, all this to say, I was spoiled on a couple things.
Me too.
But looked like a good time over there in Australia.
Yeah.
They actually have at least one Super Show, which is a non-televised WWE event as well. So big attendance out there. I'm going to guess probably by the time those Super Shows are done, it's well over 50,000.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, good for them. Smaller venue, it looked like.
13,000.
Yeah. So for a PLE, that is smaller, but filled their stadium or arena, whatever type.
Well, if you're going to do 4 or 5 events in a week, it's probably worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
They also, I saw some clips of people shopping at the Superstore. Sorry.
Yes.
Superstore. And the amount of money that people were dropping was crazy. And I mean, if that was any indication of the average, fan, the money was made.
Yeah. Well, I think I had seen they were selling T-shirts for $70 a T-shirt, and then I was seeing videos of people that were like, "I just bought 7 T-shirts or 10 T-shirts." I'm like, $700? They bought 10 T-shirts and spent $700 on T-shirts. So
looking at the 13,000 person crowd, I'm gonna guess 4,000 John Cena shirts were in that crowd.
Yeah.
Based on the amount of yellow I saw,
it was a sea of yellow. The whole crowd,
like $250,000 in John Cena T-shirts per night.
Did well on his merch there.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah,
one T-shirt. You know?
Well, tonight, for the Raw and the SmackDown, we're just gonna kind of touch on main highlights, just any notable moments. Raw, one specific thing takes up a lot of that. SmackDown, I have a few small things because not as much happens on the SmackDown before PLEs. And then we'll go through our Crown Jewel. Well, we'll go through SmackDown notable moments, Crown Jewel results, and then Raw notable moments, and then hit our regular segments.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. Okay, so for SmackDown, here are the few things that I noted. First of all, Shinsuke Nakamura returns. I was convinced in my head that he had been released from WWE, but I guess not. Maybe he was just injured or something. He hasn't fought since June.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember him being, announced as released, but I was on that train with you.
Yeah.
I just kind of assumed and wasn't upset about it.
No, he's not my favorite. I don't like the whole gimmick he's got going on, but he returned to fight Sami Zayn.
I don't love his in-ring style either.
No.
It's just not for me.
No.
I know that's controversial. People love this guy. He's won a Rumble in the past. Like, he's got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
He's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, and it always goes both ways with anybody we say we don't like or do like. There's always people out there that feel the opposite way that you feel. So it's, pretty 50-50 on most stuff. Some stuff obviously sways in one direction more than the other, but
yeah. Well, and it gets us some fun comments. So
yeah, that's true.
It's good to disagree.
Good conversation. Next notable moment, Wyatt 6. They fought the Street Profits. After that, the MFPs came out. Tongans.
Yeah.
The mother effing Tongans.
Yeah.
They came out and had a stare down with the Wyatt 6. It was interesting because we were watching here with a few people, and one of them, your friend JR, said, I think these guys are gonna, looking at the MFTs, like these guys are gonna go up against the Wyatt 6. And we were all kind of like, no, I don't think so. They're not really on the same level. And then that ended up happening. And I was like, you know what? Maybe that's good. It kind of elevates the Wyatt 6 a little bit, I think.
It was a neat prediction because he's not an avid watcher. I mean, he does watch, occasionally.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool for that to actually happen. But he saw the painted faces and kind of put 2 and 2 together and thought that would make sense. And it's cool.
He was right. So likely more to come for that storyline.
Yeah, and we dig that, right? Like we're Wyatt 6 fans, so like anything that's gonna get those wheels turning, like let's go.
I've been wanting more for them for a while, and it seems like maybe they're moving in a direction to give them beefier storylines. So,
well, we were hoping for a long time that Alexa was going to take her rightful place at the top of that mountain, but it looks like the fans have really warmed up to her and Charlotte way too much for them to end that. So
they like this duo, so it doesn't seem like they're pushing her anywhere near that direction. I mean,
no,
she came out with the Fiend Forever jacket, Fiend Forever, Friends Forever, like, an ode to Bray Wyatt, and then nothing really ever moved past that point.
She does the Abigail DDT, which is her constant nod, right? I mean, but I think that's what it is. That's like her paying her respects.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's going anywhere else.
She's doing her own thing right now.
We'll see.
Yeah. She's doing well at doing her own thing. So, speaking of, Zarya and Sol Ruka from NXT were back on SmackDown again, and they had a little powwow with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss backstage, kind of sparking that there would be a match upcoming between those four, a tag team match. So,
yeah, a little more comedy too, like them laughing about them not being on the same page, and then they walk in the separate directions.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and from what I've read, because we don't watch NXT, I've said it a million times, but Zarya and Sol Ruka kind of had this similar storyline to Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, like that they were kind of like complete opposites and not friends, but then they were paired up together, something like that. So, I had just read that. I haven't seen that, but I really like Sol Ruka. I posted a video about her on our TikTok and Instagram this week.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, I want them to bring her up to main roster.
She's definitely the future. I mean, what she's doing in the ring is, mind-blowing stuff.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
I don't want Alexa and Charlotte to lose their belts, though.
No. And I don't know that it would be going that direction because they're not main roster wrestlers at the moment.
How do we know? They don't
maybe winning the belts
anymore.
is what it takes to get you on the main roster.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean,
nothing's been announced though that they're signed to Raw or SmackDown. And I did actually check because they've been like a couple weeks in a row on SmackDown. I checked the WWE website and Sol Ruka's still listed as signed to NXT.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really do any announcement with Roxanne Perez, Julia, or Stephanie Vaquer, did they? Like, I mean, they just kind of showed up. There was no draft this year.
I'm pretty sure for Julia and Stephanie Vaquer, there was like segments that said they were announced to be signed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
I don't remember for Roxanne Perez, so I can't say definitively, but yeah.
Okay.
I think anyway, but we'll see. Either way, I'm happy with Sol Ruka coming up. But yeah, I do like Charlotte and Alexa's reign at the moment. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I hope it keeps going.
Lastly, the kind of other notable moment was Aleister Black and Damian Priest fought. It was a last man standing match, I think. Aleister Black did win that match. But right before he does that, he blows fire into Damian Priest's face.
Yeah.
Face fire.
Zelina Vega shows up to beg for her man's safety, which, I mean, what the hell is that?
I don't know. They haven't even on the show. I mean, since he's been back, they haven't even referenced them being a couple until this moment.
Yeah, no. I mean, It's the first time that they acknowledge that relationship. It's an absurd situation where, like, come on. They're two guys having a last man standing match. You don't do that.
Yeah.
He's either not getting up or he is. Like,
Yeah.
the whole idea was crazy to me. And obviously it was like a ruse because she hands him the thing that he uses to blow fire in Damien's
Yeah.
face. But like, just come on.
Yeah. Like a dragon. It was crazy.
I was disappointed. I like both these guys, but I thought that was doing Priest dirty. Personally, I just felt like he deserves better.
I guess so. It was one of the more out there things. I like when they do the weird out there
You like
stuff.
Priest and you're happy about this?
No, I mean, I'm not happy about it. I like the idea of the silly thing that happened because it's like,
I mean, it's original for sure.
It's an out there different thing. I like when different stuff happens, it mixes it up a bit.
It's definitely different.
Yeah. Well, one of us liked it, one of us didn't.
Yeah, I mean, just blowing fire in people's faces. It's not cool, man.
Okay, let's go and see how we fared in the Crown Jewel results. These are our
let's
match results and also our prediction results, people. We'll just blow through them real quick. We don't need to really rest on winners or losers here.
Okay. Fine.
All right, first match, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. I predicted Roman Reigns to win. Kier predicted Bronson Reed to win, and Bronson Reed won that match. Check for Kier.
Yep.
Next on the docket, Stephanie Vaquer
Oh my God.
Vaquer versus Tiffany Stratton. I predicted Tiffany Stratton to win. Kier predicted Stephanie Vaquer to win. Stephanie Vaquer won. Point for Kier. Next, John Cena versus AJ Styles. John Cena wins. We both predicted John Cena to win, so we both get a point. And Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. We both predicted Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to win, and Rhea Ripley and Io Sky won. Last but not least, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, and we both predicted Seth Rollins to win, and he won. If you are paying attention, you will note that Kier got 5 out of 5 matches correct in his predictions for the week, and I got 3 out of 5.
And if you're really paying attention, that's 2 PLEs in a row that I went perfect score on. So
he's doing well in his
getting
predictions.
good at this.
One other thing from Crown Jewel that I just wanted to note, the John Cena AJ Styles match, crazy with all the different finishing moves that they did.
Okay, yeah, I'm really glad that you brought this up because I want to give credit where credit's due. We give AJ Styles a lot of shit, and I'm not sure that we're going to stop. And, this next year is his last year, and I'm not sure that we're ever going to become disappointed about that. But I have to say, and listen, we've already taken crap for the stuff we say about AJ Styles. We know we're the unpopular opinion. But anyways, all of this to say, it was a hell of a match.
It was.
This was one of my favorite matches since we've really gotten back into watching. Possibly one of the best matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This thing was just the fans' match. It had everything. It was just wire to wire entertainment. Just had you, borderline jumping out of your seat and just full of excitement. And both guys just left everything they had out in the ring. It was a total treat. And
I actually have a list of all the finishing moves.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So, this was a list I was able to find. So, Cena hit the Miz's skull crushing finale. Styles hit Sting's Scorpion Death Drop. Cena used Rusev's Accolade. Styles used a Coquina Clutch. Cena did the Walls of Jericho, a Sister Abigail. Styles used Christopher Daniels' Angel's Wings. Cena hit an RKO and a rope hung DDT. Styles used Cena's his own attitude adjustment. Styles hit Frankie Kazarian's Fade to Black. Cena used the Undertaker's choke slam. Styles hit Sweet Chin Music. Cena hit a Tombstone.
And a choke slam.
I had that already.
Oh,
I said that already. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. That's the list I could find. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was more than that because it was insane.
It was friggin' beautiful. The RKO that Cena hit him with was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was solid. I mean, Randy must have been proud. And then, the Abigail, the Sister Abigail DDT, and then, the nod to Bray with the fireflies in the audience. It was, chills.
That was an emotional moment for sure. Like,
I have goosebumps just talking about it right now.
Yeah.
It was such an awesome thing. And, the pictures that came out from that with the crowd and him in the ring, it was just an awesome addition to a phenomenal match. Like, I just can't say enough about how good this match was.
Yeah. They stole the show for sure. Like, there was, even with the stuff with Cody and Seth, that was such a huge match. There was so much going on in this show. That Cena AJ Styles match, I feel like, really stole the show. They did an amazing job, and it is one of the only times I will say wonderful things about AJ Styles because I thought he did a great job.
Yeah. I mean, pretty tough act to follow.
Yeah.
For the main event. And it was good though.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cody Seth match was great.
That's what I mean. Like, the other stuff, I thought the other matches were good. I didn't have too many complaints overall.
No.
But that one really stood out.
They needed to bring it after WrestlePalooza, stunk up the place.
Yeah.
Really, like, nobody was happy with WrestlePalooza.
A lot of people didn't like it. No.
Well, I was just like, hey, we got this new PLE. It's going to be another WrestleMania. It's going to be awesome. And it was just,
like a regular show. I still maintain that WrestlePalooza, this is a little off track, but I didn't think it was that bad. And I thought the matches were pretty good, but they did build it up to be something that it was not. It was just a regular show.
That was the thing. Yeah. It was the build to something that, wasn't build worthy.
Right. Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, that was Crown Jewel.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Yeah. Crown Jewel was a win.
It was. We loved it. Okay, Raw notable moments. I really only have one moment. There's a lot of stuff that happened in Raw, but I have one main thing that we need to talk about because it was the biggest thing that happened, and that is Braun Breaker spearing Seth Rollins, the Vision turning on Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman leaves him behind, joins Braun Breaker. What do we think about this? I did post a thing with my theory. It's not, I can't really take full credit because I did see some stuff online about it, but I think it's interesting, and I've heard lots of mixed opinions. I'm not sure if I'm sold on it yet, but that it is another fake out, like Seth did with his crutches and his injury, and he did with fighting with Becky in the ring, like, a planned thing to try to throw people off their guard.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a possibility, knowing what we know about Triple H and the way he's doing things now, and Seth Rollins more specifically. Hard to say what's real at any point now. What I have read though, and what I do know, or remember from the Cody and Seth match from Crown Jewel, at one point in the match, Seth jumped from one corner to the next.
Yeah.
They call it oh my God.
I know.
Wire to wire. I don't know. That's not what it is. I'm screwing it up.
It's a geographic thing. It's like continent or something like that.
I'm blowing this. I'm drawing a blank. I know what it is. I'm just screwing it up.
We all know the moment we're talking about.
So when he does that, he lands pretty terribly, and I think he hurt his shoulder or potentially dislocated it.
Is it
saw
coast
a picture
coast
to coast.
I knew. I said geographic. It popped in my head. We got it. We got it.
Thank you. But yeah, I saw a picture of a fan who ran into him and got a picture, and he was wearing a sling.
Yeah. So I was going to bring this up actually. Did you have more to say on it?
I mean, basically, this is it. It's
Yeah.
like they sped up something that was probably going to take another year with,
Yeah.
Braun Breaker turning on Seth. They had to speed it up because I'm guessing they're going to take him out for a while.
Yeah. So there's been a bit of back and forth on our TikTok video with people giving opinions. And none of them were that, but they were interesting opinions. Like, oh, maybe Seth and Becky, they're gonna just kind of band together as the weak links now. Just some different stuff back and forth of like why they would do this. None of them were that, but I did read that today that he was seen wearing a sling and that there's a potential shoulder surgery that he needs to have and he needs to have time off. And so that they had to kind of abruptly throw this in there so that he could do that, which would make much more sense because I think this is happening. This is the storyline that makes sense, but not during this time frame. It's too early. It's too short.
Well, it's just so many questions, right? Like you literally have earlier in the evening, well, right before CM Punk wins this triple threat to become the number one contender.
Yeah.
So if Seth's got to go away, how is that happening? Because I mean, the one spear and the one tsunami's not he's not going away, and if he does, he has to vacate the title.
Yeah.
So there's so many questions from that perspective, but also the Becky thing. Like you just
What happens
align
with Becky?
them as these uber heels, and she's part of the vision. Like you're not like they're calling this a Seth face turn because the other two are obviously not faces. So if he's aligned with Becky, she's clearly you can't flip her like that.
No.
You can't just flop her to a face. And if you
That's
try, it's gonna fail terribly.
I was thinking the whole theory about like maybe they band together as kind of the weak links. Like maybe like how Dom has been a heel in the past, but not really like a strong heel. He's kind of like a schemy heel. And I felt like they could have kept if that's the way they had to go, they could have kept Seth and Becky as a duo as heels and still have the Vision as heels.
And maybe that's what happens, but I mean we need those questions answered, right? I mean that because that's where we're at with this is like holy shit, this was a good year too early.
Yeah.
That
sure.
People were thinking like this should be something that was the build up to WrestleMania next year, like 43.
Yeah.
So
I thought this could have been pushed a lot longer. The injury seems to be the most plausible thing of why they would do this.
But yeah, he came out just saying he didn't need any. He's got his crew in the ring with him. He's like, I don't need any of these guys.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
What?
They're not going to like that.
Well, he did say, I thought he kind of spun that at the end because he did say he didn't need them. And he was like, but they chose me and I chose them. So I was like, oh, like they won't be too mad now because he's saying he doesn't need them, but they've chosen each other.
Well, that's what kept it a
good.
bit ambiguous, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't so in your face like this is about to blow up.
Yeah.
And the way that they did it, with it being at the very end of the show, like literally the credits started coming up and then this happened. So I had heard that a lot of people didn't even know because they just turned it off.
The
show was over.
See
so you missed some good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, there's obviously a big week to come.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to clear up. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Overall, pretty happy with the landscape of things right now. I mean, obviously, there's always things that you can say you wish were different, but in the big picture, I'm happy with what's going on. The CM Punk Seth Rollins thing, I need it to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's going after him again, obviously, with this title shot. I guess, I know whatever's happening with this, if it's going to happen again, I hope it's the last time.
Yeah.
I just want them both on their own paths now.
For sure. Well, I guess we'll roll into our first segment.
It's that time. Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
So,
Top of the pop. Top of the pop of the weekend. Ooh, top of the pop of the weekend.
you know,
Ooh,
I'm torn between two.
are you?
I mean, they're the usual suspects, so it's not like there's anything crazy here, but
Okay.
two different things that I thought were really stand out.
Okay.
First of all, the ovation for Cena
Yeah,
at Crown Jewel at the end.
that's where I am at. That was going to be my answer.
Okay. Well, because that's your answer and it's one of my two, I guess we'll give the nod to Cena.
Okay.
But yeah, just the way, when he was leaving the ring and he turned back and kind of gave him the, arms in the air and the way they went, like, it's starting to hit you,
It's
like,
emotional. That's the thing.
it's been a quick year, and yeah, the feels are starting to get hit now.
Yeah.
And for me anyways, it was kind of maybe the first real time where I was like, huh, four more,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's like, went like that, and I was like, ooh, it wasn't that long ago, it was 27.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, 27,
Yeah.
that's a lot of gigs. But yeah, four more. It went quick, and yeah, it's
Yeah. They did an amazing job with that match. He did so many things. The Bray Wyatt thing just really got me. Like, I thought that was great. All the fireflies in the crowd. Like, I just think that his whole crown jewel appearance, the whole thing, put an umbrella over the whole thing. He did it to perfection,
it was
and
great.
great crowd reactions. And I just feel like he has to take top of the pop.
His last appearance overseas as well.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So, pretty cool. My honorable mention was going to be CM Punk.
Okay.
The
Yep.
way that the crowd kept singing his song and
Yeah.
ripping for him there on Raw was pretty wicked, and he loved it.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah.
I love that part where the song ends and they're still singing it in the crowd, and he was kind of caught off guard by it, and he's like looking around, like smiling, and then does the yeet to Jey Uso,
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
was like, that's
great.
great. Yeah, that's a great honorable mention, and I don't think he's first in this top of the pop, but it's a good honorable mention. I'll give him that too.
All right. Well,
Yep.
attaboy Cena.
Yep.
Let's go.
Next one.
You suck.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks.
Okay. You go first.
I had this already figured out. Oh, Seth Rollins.
Really?
Yeah, and here's my reasoning. Because I mean, in the end, he probably got some sympathy from people, but why? I don't really know. I mean, I love Seth Rollins, but he's not really in the right in this situation. But all of the shows, he got tons of Seth's a wanker chants.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
man.
show.
The crowd needs to get like an honorable mention for biggest heel. Like, damn,
Oh,
you Aussies, that
I would
post
go with
thing,
that if
holy
you want to do
crap.
that, because the Australian crowd and like the not press conference, but their little what do they do?
Yeah, like the
I guess
post-show
post-show thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Triple H is trying to talk, and the crowd is just screaming in the background, like, "We want Edge," and he's like, "So anyway," he's trying to talk.
I mean, there were times it was a lot less wholesome than "We Want Edge."
I like when they were yelling stuff, and Rhea Ripley's at the post-show thing at the desk, and she's just kind of looking around. She's like, "This is my country."
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. That's great. I would go with that. Yeah. I mean, wrestler-wise, I'm Seth Rollins, but I like the crowd.
I mean, I was kind of on that train. I'm still Bronson Reed right now. I feel like
that's a great pick too.
Yeah, he gets the pretty good boo right now. So, but yeah, no, the Aussie crowd, you guys were fantastic.
Yeah. Lots of great reactions.
Just wicked. Yeah, good on you.
Good on you. And that brings us to our last one.
The Social. Social.
I got caught up. Okay. Normally I do a really great move to that. Okay. And it's microphone in a circle like this. Okay.
Yeah.
But I was stuck on the couch and I couldn't do it and I had to come back around. I didn't like it. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. But I can't.
Listen,
This is recorded. You can't go back now.
not a lot of artists are going to say that every performance is their new favorite.
No.
You know,
I
like
want to be
they
authentic.
can't all be the best.
I'm leaving it in.
That's it. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
not redoing.
No,
No,
we can't.
That's
You get the real deal here, people.
that's the beauty of live performance.
Yeah.
You know, is what it is.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
What do you got for me?
The social. Okay. CM Punk blasts fans for going to the airports and the hotels. So he posted on his Instagram story, CM Punk, while in Australia. And he said, "We unfortunately have to have this conversation again. Do not turn up at airports. Do not show up at hotels. I can't believe I have to say this. Do not follow people. You've repeatedly been politely told no. Respect it. You are not a fan. You are a stalker, and you will be treated as such. Respect the boundaries and stop harassing people." What do you think about that?
Ooh, I didn't know this. So, I mean, you're going to
I
get.
don't know the context of what happened for him to post this, but that's what he posted.
You're going to get my unfiltered reaction to this. You know, as somebody who has snuck backstage to meet his favorite band,
Yeah.
and had said favorite band be really, really cool about it. I mean, I'm gonna walk the fence on this because while I can understand that there has to be limitations and there are, you know, lines to what's acceptable and what's not, I think you need to understand that as a celebrity that, you know, lives a pretty comfortable life financially because of said celebrity, an element of this needs to be expected. And, you know, I would think to some degree, appreciated. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when you're not famous, you think like, oh, how cool would that be for somebody to want your autograph? But then you hear when somebody becomes famous that they're pissed off about the idea of giving them. It just seems odd. And, you know, if the only forum that's acceptable for that is a paid meet and greet in 2025 when that costs hundreds of dollars and, you know, some people can't afford to do that. If maybe, you know, trying to catch you at the airport is the best way for them to get a picture and a handshake, maybe an autograph. Like, I get it. Do I get that that would become hard to handle if thousands of people were doing it? Yes. I mean, it's Beatlemania at that point, and I understand that that's a problem, but I don't know, man. Like, I like when I see golfers at the end of a golf tournament going out to the you know, guardrails and signing as many autographs as they can. Like, I appreciate that fan celebrity interaction when it's not just a paid forum.
Yeah, and I totally get that. So here is where I will differ. I think that, okay, number one, Sami Zayn, known for going out at the back of venues when he's coming in or going out, he stands, he signs tons of autographs, he takes lots of photos with people. I read about it all the time and see people getting photos with him. Like that kind of thing that you're describing, or golfers staying later, or whatever the thing is. They're at the event that's for the people, or going to it, or leaving from it, and they're taking times to meet and greet the fans that were there for that event. Not paid, just because they want to, and that's wonderful. Do I think that it should just be accepted by people that they're like, I chose to have this career? I don't think the outlook is fair to be like, you chose to do something that would make you a celebrity. So you just have to accept people following you to your hotel. And, you know, there are people doing crazier things like finding people's addresses and waiting outside their homes and stuff. Like, that's a different thing.
Yeah, those extremes, I think anybody can agree, are obviously not tolerable. I think, you know, if there's a group of people waiting outside, like trying, you know, hiding under a room service cart to get into your room is one thing, but a group of people standing outside the hotel hoping that you might want to sign an autograph for a fan. I don't think that's crazy.
I
There's
still
no
think it's
opportunity
different.
for them to do it outside of these events. We've been to a number of these live wrestling events. And if you didn't pay for a scheduled meet and greet, you're not going to get that autograph. Maybe you're one of the 25 lucky people that met Sami Zayn and that happened. But in reality, it's not generally something you can expect.
Yeah.
And I think that there is something special about the idea of getting that organically where you didn't have to pay for it. It just was lucky
special
thing.
for the fan. But what if the person doesn't want it? Like,
I
this
get
is
it.
where, like, it is uncomfortable.
So walk to your car and don't sign the autograph.
Yeah.
Right? Now, that should really be it. You make the choice.
I would think from this post, it's likely that something obsessive or aggressive is happening to lead him into making something like this.
Yeah. I mean, there's a good one for this week's episode, folks.
Yeah.
Let us
What
know
do
what
you
you
guys
think.
think?
Should fans be allowed in any circumstance to try and meet a wrestler for an autograph or any reason outside of the venue?
Yeah. A heated debate.
I mean, I agree with you to a degree. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I think, certain baby steps of it should be acceptable.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
let's see what other people think about that.
Let's.
Yep. Next on the social. Oh, Io Sky was interviewed on Chris Van Vliet. We watched a bit of it. The cutest thing ever happened because she said he asked what her hobbies outside of wrestling were, and she said she loves sleeping and eating ice cream.
Yeah. Quite the hobbies.
It makes her happy.
Yeah.
And she doesn't understand why Americans eat cookie dough.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I like cookie.
Yeah.
But you cook them. I don't know why you eat them raw. And Chris was like, I don't know why we do either. It's weird. He's like, I definitely like cookies more than cookie dough. Why don't we? Anyways, it was kind of funny. All in all, she's just adorable. She could read the alphabet and you'd be like, ah.
Yeah. It was just more reason to add to her. Like, Io is adorable.
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
so cute.
So we'll definitely watch that episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, I mean, I don't want to no offense to Chris, but it was it almost seemed like he was struggling to find the right level to communicate with her. Like it was almost like at times he was trying to talk to a kid.
You felt like that. You felt like it was a little bit demeaning the way that he was talking to her. I think that came across just because of the language barrier. Like he was really trying to make sure that she was comfortable and understood the questions he was asking.
Yeah,
and I think it came across as he was dumbing it down for her.
Yeah, no disrespect. I mean, in that situation, I certainly don't think I could do any better.
Yeah.
But it did kind of feel like he was trying to talk to a kid at times.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange, but
I mean, to be fair, her response was that she likes sleeping and eating ice cream.
I mean, yeah. What can you do?
So, next, Matt Cardona. That's his name, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I said it wrong.
Mr. Chelsea Green.
Moments? Yeah. Anyways, he came back to WWE this week. Went on NXT. He lost the match he was in, but he was back on a WWE network.
Yeah, funny enough, he just had a match in an indie with Karrion Kross last week. So they let Karrion Kross go. They see that he has a match with Matt, and they're like, "Hey, Matt, get over here."
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we'll see where that goes if he continues.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Nice for Chelsea.
Lastly, on the social, last little thing here, Becky Lynch shares a video, I think it was on X, of the Vision turning on Seth Rollins, and she captioned it, "I'm gone for 1 week, ...
Yeah.
Yeah. That was her reaction.
Shit hit the fan backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really giving us any info, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah. As we said, it's an exciting week ahead. So I'm looking forward to some questions being answered. Great week last week. WWE, you're rocking it. It's very compelling right now.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to check out our videos in the meantime, because we're doing lots of other stuff with merch, we got this hilarious advent calendar in. We've been posting about that WWE advent calendar. We post tons of stuff about merch we get, about stuff going on in the wrestling world, our recaps or reactions. You can find all of our social media stuff on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. We're also on X. We don't use that as much. But on all of those, you can find us at Poppin' Heat. That's at POPNHEAT.
Yeah. And you can listen to this and all our other episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Audible. And you can catch the video version, of course, right here on YouTube.
That's right. Here we are. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Another great week, and we will check back with you next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully with some news about what's going on with Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Stay tuned, folks. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.